Globally, for every 1,000 broadband connections initiated, 80 new jobs are created. For every 10% of additional mobile broadband penetration, that is resulting in an additional 1% of sustainable GDP. So mobile broadband and mobile in general are starting to contribute to the greater wealth, to the economy, to society, and really becoming a fundamental part of everyday life. This is leading us to some transitions in our industry. The industry, again, looking back 135 years ago, telephony came to fruition, was invented. Telephony became a way of connecting places. It has been that way for quite a long period of time. It was about 20 years ago that we reached the first inflection point in our industry. What was that inflection point? It was mobility. Suddenly, it became not about connecting places, it became about connecting people. People want to be connected. So today we have 0.5 or half a billion places that are connected through fixed connections. We see that that will grow basically to 0.6 billion by 2015. So there is incremental growth in this fixed place connection, but the real growth or explosion of growth is coming in the mobile industry. We have 5 billion people connected through mobile connections. That's in 2010. If we again project that towards 2015, we'll see that by 2015 or end of 2015, we'll have nearly 8 billion, 7.9 billion connections or mobile connections. And of course, that accounts for growth in networks, multiple subscriptions, and the likes. Consumers have much more choice than they ever had before about how to get connected to what they want and when they want it. The networks have to be prepared for this. I mean, the networks are being used in a way perhaps that it was never anticipated before. Why did these networks get built out? They got built out to connect people, mobility, voice. Eventually started getting used for messaging, for data. And now data is becoming the primary use of these networks. Video is basically exploding on these networks. So the networks have to adapt and have to accommodate this differentiation of traffic. But the network is the true differentiator. It's having the right connection, having the quality connection for the specific application, the specific usage. That will become the differentiator. And it's quite easy to see from the chart that the traditional business models and traditional methods are not going to get us there. The lower layers of the chart are the traditional business models. That is your 2G, 3G, 4G devices, your M2M markets, and your traditional mobile computing, smartphone access. It's quite clear that in order to reach this 50 billion connected devices, our industry has to change. Our customers have to change. Our networks have to change. We're going outside the traditional business segments, moving into the verticals, empowering the connected home, empowering the connected enterprise, connecting utilities, connecting government, connecting education. These are the new industries that we're moving into. So multi-band devices, again, are a next challenge to be able to bring these devices across the networks and use them on the open networks. So if you look at the North America in the center, we have a band 4 and band 17 device and a band 13 device. Of course, these correspond to the deployments, the Metro and Verizon deployments. But more and more of these devices will emerge and putting more and more demands on the frequencies for LTE, and in addition, adding the support for multimode, CDMA, HSPA, wideband CDMA, roaming capabilities. So we're putting huge demands on the antennas within these devices to support multiple frequencies and multiple technologies.